early 60s, we begin to have babies.
Yeah.
So Saturday night we go to party, and Sunday is a christening. We call it another celebration. We don't invite anyone except the godparents, and the rest of the people just follow. It just comes on.
Good friends.
Good friends. We wasn't able to buy whiskey as a thing, but we was able to buy VP wine. You buy VP wine
And stone ginger.
and stone ginger wine.
I'm CMN.
Yeah.
In the Anglican Church, when you're confirmed, you have a big party,
Okay.
very big, and you're advised a lot of things that your priest would say that would happen, and he'll put you at the back of the church if he knows that it has happened.
Can you say a bit more about that?
Well, out of marriage, and you go and have that word,
Okay.
and he found out, he would put you at the back of the church, and you could not sing in the choir anymore.
Really? Is that anywhere here?
That was in my parish
And what parish was your parish? In which island?
Barbados.
Barbados. Yeah.
And I said the Anglican Church. I did not say the Church of England. In the Anglican.
So some people were barred from the special occasion because they.
I think he was really trying to threaten us to be good girls.
And what about the men being good boys?
I said us, because we're going to carry the baby.
Girl all the time.
So because they're trying to warn us
Okay.
of certain things.
Yeah.
It's a special occasion because we was living in the country, but everybody had to go down to the capital.
Oh, what? Which capital? Where?
In Grenada, in St. George's, to the cathedral, because we didn't have a permanent bishop in Grenada. So the bishop had to come from Trinidad.
Okay.
So then they get all the children from Polio, Fandom, the parish. And then you go in to the church. So you go away from home for about 3 days.
Dressed in it. What were you wearing as a boy?
A suit.
A suit?
Yes.
Suit, yeah.
In a hot climate like that?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Communion when I was 7. And then after my training to take my first communion, we made our first communion a Thursday.
Yeah.
And Sunday is confirmation.
Yeah.
Because family couldn't have 2 sets of clothes. They couldn't have one for communion and one for confirmation.
Okay.
So they make 1 set of clothes for both days.
And which island were you from?
The same island, St.
Grenada.
George's, Grenada. The church was called the Immaculate Conception. When I was 7. And then after my training to take my first communion, we made our first communion a Thursday. She will always borrow through street roads and narrow, fine cockles and mussels, alive, oh.
And when did you sing this song?
In school, in the school you always sing it.
Which school? Which school? Where? Where was the
The
school?
Catholic school. I went to school in Grenada.
And how come you were singing an English or an Irish song like that? How come you were singing? Doing
But when it was Irish and English, you see? The Catholic full of Irish.
Yes.
We had Irish priests, Irish nuns. The school, because Catholic.
And what did you learn about the Caribbean background and in history?
Nothing.
We learned very little about our history.
What did you learn, Norma?
Not much.
What did you learn? though?
You know that you learn about the island, the parishes. Been to Southend by train. I was in outing. Then I went to Eastbourne. I went to Brighton.
Who did you go with?
Brighton was with other associations and friends.
And what did you like? What kind of food did you like when you?
I love my fish and chips. I'll try anything, and I love seafood. All kind of seafood I'll eat.
And Edwin, what about you and outings?
It was very nice. I've been Southampton in coach trip, and very nice place.
But you mentioned about singing and music and going dancing.
Oh yes, I've been dancing in the club.
Dance hall.
Dance hall.
In the first years, you didn't have a dance hall. In the first year, you will sit down there, and most people will stay on the pier.
Okay.
But as times go by and we could afford more, we used to rent the hall.
How many people must have gone to that one? Like
At least two,
Sometimes
at least would be
three
3, could be
coaches.
5 coaches.
Spoke about outings because we'd gone from celebrations the week before to outing, and then you told me many outings you've been on. Then I said, how did you find out what to do when you came to England? And you gave us a very interesting.
Yes, because I was living in Colvin Square. And then we go to the Portobello Market. And you meet a little West Indian. Everyone say hello to you. Everyone chat with you. Ask you where you live, which country you come from. And you start talking. If you walk in, and sometimes they say to you, where you must go to get a job.
Okay.
So, you know all the conversation on the road. And then someone will say, oh, you know there's an outing going to South End or Brighton or this. Another one will say, oh, there is a dance in Rochester Hall. And they invite you to all these things. So you get to know people. West Indian was like this, very close. And we talk with the eyes. If you see anything suspicious, you know. And then they know what.
No, we don't used to call them parties.
Okay.
Actually means you might be invited to one, and you go there, and then you don't want to dance, but this guy wants you to dance.
Oh, yeah.
And grabbing you to dance. And that's where you're laughing? And that's where problems would start with me.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I got an invite once
To a shopping?
to a party.
Oh, I
And I was standing up, admiring the people dancing, because I wasn't a dancer in those days. And this guy come and grab me and said, come down. I said, I'm not dancing, I don't want to dance. He said, so what you come here for?
We're so happy. He's so happy to see us. Immediately, party time.
Thank you.
Was it just spontaneous like that? Had you planned it?
Good.
Oh,
yes. Yes, good.
just like that, just like that.
Come home and then
It's party time.
we used to go to the Lyceum Ballroom, the Empire, Hammersmith Palais, because all these places you go is long dress. Yes.
So here you were shocked that no one was fighting here.
Yeah, no fighting in the party.
In front of in the yard to go to my place home. So from school, the man is teasing me. He always teasing me. Ponka Wokoko is an old man that have a heavy seed.
Oh, yes.
So this boy calling me
Mapuku?
Ponka Wokoko. I run in from school going home. But I run in just to escape trouble. And this man running at them. So when we reached about, it was quarter mile, because it's from school. I stand up and I just jump on him. Yeah, I jump on him and I give him, fall down. So I go on top of him and I give him. So then my cousin came and tell me, I give him. Because they know that he was troubling me.
Yes.
Give him. I give him punch and I give him punch here until he escaped from me.
That he run. He respect you after.
Yes. So, and at the home, we passing home at his home. He run home and go and tell his mother that I beat him and so on. So, his mother take him and go to my mother. So, when I reach home, my mom calling me, excuse. What? How can you beat this from? I say, ma'am, You don't know. The boy been troubling me all the way. Teasing me.
What do you mean by that?
So then, Mom, I said, Mom, I just couldn't get anymore. I jumped on him.
Oh, well.
I jumped on him.
Okay.
And I gave him some punch. So when my cousin was living lower down, he told me, I give him. So I'm not courage, like giving him.
Yes.
Giving him. Until he escaped and everything. So, and I tell him, that's what happened. And I couldn't bear, and I gave him some punch. He escaped and he ran. So my mother tell the lady, Ma'am, take your son and come up my yard. Come up, get out of my yard. If your son was not teasing him, he wouldn't trouble him. Because he's very quiet, he doesn't tease anybody.
That's the year I made my first communion.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was 7 years old. And I had to shut my eyes and fold my arms in the class. Because I was little, so in front. And he called me out that I opened my eyes. And I had to go up to the schoolmistress, Mrs. Jacob, and stretch my hand to get one up the belt.
For closing your eyes?
For opening my eyes. And I remember that man, when he becomes a policeman, big fella walking, I still keep in the mind, I said, what did they?
Vengeance is thine.
Did they catch you to revenge you?
Vengeance is thine, saith the
Then,
Lord.
the day he came in,
Into where?
into the pharmacy,
Yeah.
and he walked straight in. And I could see the guilt on his face that he's going to ask for something illegal or what.
And he had to come to you.
And see the guilt on his face. And I said, you don't bother ask me. I said, because I ain't going to get it for you. I said, go to the doctor and pay you $10. I'll never forget that day. I never said anything to him. But when I did that, I feel relieved. I said, I get my own back at him.
And you said you knew what he had wrong with him.
Yes.
He had what wrong? He had.
Venereal disease.
VD.
VD.
So revenge. You got your revenge.
Yes. So you have to go to the doctor and pay $10.
Excellent.